All right, well, this is Tidbits and
about.
Randomness. I'm your host, Winston Dean. I'm the constant every episode. Thank you guys for tuning into the podcast. There's thousands of them, so we appreciate you all taking time to watch mine and check out the guests that I have on. Today I have Chad Dixon, and I also have Evan Lopez. How are y'all doing?
Great, man. Thank you for having me. It's
Of
an
course,
honor. It's a blessing.
yes.
I've been circling this pod for a while now, and Mama, I'm here.
It's been
For the comeback
been a long
episode,
year.
too.
Come back.
That's how you know that your 2024 is starting off good.
Yeah.
All 25 listeners are going to be just amped to
Hell yeah.
check it out.
26 after this, brother.
I'm telling you, your
know?
mom, it's that guaranteed. She's
Yeah.
going to check it out. Fuck yeah, let's go. That's, honestly, I knew you were a bringer. I knew you were a bringer. That's why I wanted to have you on. So,
Hell yeah.
no, I'm
Dude.
just kidding.
I think I'm going to stop telling my family about any comedic thing I'm doing.
Really?
I mean, it's kind of depressing sometimes, like how little they show up, you know? Over time, the
Yeah.
longer you do it, the less they show up, I feel like.
My parents have never seen me.
Never
Really?
once?
No.
Oh, wow.
But not that they would probably want to.
Okay, how many
Yeah.
years have you been doing it?
3.
Okay, how many years have you been doing it?
About 6.
Same. I've been doing it for about 6 years.
Hell yeah, brother.
No, yeah, I will say last year was doing it. As you know, you probably, how many times do you think you saw me last year? Don't even answer that. It was a year of lacking of creation. That's why we're trying to start new. I was not on the scene very much. But so the format for the show, for those that are new to the podcast, is called Tidbits and Randomness. We go over a bunch of random topics that are going on in the world today. The first half of the show, and then the second half, each guest, I ask them to bring 2 topics, and then we talk about each topic for 5 minutes each. And then after that, at the end of the episode, if there's any topic that we were really going in on that we want to revisit real quick, we'll go on and talk about it again for about 5 minutes. Any questions for y'all? Are y'all ready to get into these random topics?
Can the guest or the audience see Chad even though he's wearing camo? I don't know.
He's a floating head, actually.
Okay.
If you look
Just
outside
wanna
right
say-
now, if we can get a pan on the outside, maybe in
Honestly, you would match
post-production,
perfectly.
the outside's fucking the exact color.
This is
Yeah,
crazy,
it would be-
dude.
Have you ever seen that movie, not the movie, the series called The Other? It's like a Stephen King. It was like it had Jason Bateman in it.
Haunted House?
No.
Oh, I think I did.
Yeah, like the
I
guy
don't
was like
know.
standing in the background, like with a hoodie on, after like causing anarchy, and like it zooms out, and you just see him. That would be like you out there in the wilderness,
Whoa.
just
Yeah.
blending in perfectly.
When I was younger, I took a hunter safety course,
Nice.
and
Did
of
it
course
go
you
well?
did.
Were you safe?
Well, it was going pretty well. It was like 3 nights, but so they took us outside, and they're like, "All right, you act as a deer with some guy, like."
Okay.
And he's walking in front of like a hedgerow of trees. We're in like
It's mating season,
So
boys.
it's a human being doing this, like acting
yeah,
out. Okay.
yeah,
go
just
on.
another dude.
Okay.
I'm like 14, maybe 13.
Okay.
Whatever. So
That's really good for the context, but go on.
then now they pick a hunter. He picks me.
Okay.
And he's like, just use your fingers as a gun. And so this guy's walking. He's like, all right, just pull up and then say bang when you got a shot. So I did, bang. And then I just hear screaming in the woods. And it was my dad wearing full camo, just blended in perfect. And they're highlighting the idea of like knowing what you're shooting.
Oh,
Yeah,
so you
dude.
could have shot somebody on
Hilarious.
accident.
And just wearing orange,
Damn,
like deer hunting.
that's next
Oh
level.
my
But-
god! So you failed the course, is what you're telling me. You
Well,
killed
I'm
your
pretty
dad.
sure my dad set me up or something.
yeah.
not
He was
the
a ringer.
instructor.
Damn.
He was a ringer.
It was,
Piece
and
of
the
shit.
camo was
That's fucked
like.
up. Is that when you stopped trusting him?
Then he put his hands up, and then they're like, "All right, just go back to how you were sitting." So he put his hands back down, disappeared.
Whoa.
So like this,
So it works.
this
Camo
this
works,
sucks
dude.
compared
Yeah.
to like good shit. Yeah.
I
Wow.
always wonder what it would be like to be in war and just like I don't really want to know, but like to be the guy that like you got sniped and now everybody else knows that there's enemy fire coming.
Mm.
Like you were the warning, but you don't.
Oh, yeah, you don't get
the
to
fuck is,
experience
you don't
it.
even know. Like
Yeah.
anyway, so let's get to these topics.
Yeah.
All right, first topic. Jonathan Stewart. Did y'all hear?
No.
He's
wow.
coming back to the Daily Show.
Oh,
He's
really?
going to be hosting and producing. Yes, it's actually I think it's pretty
Hosting
exciting.
and producing.
Yes, yes. So
Yeah.
what did you guys ever watch him when he used to be on the Daily Show?
Yeah. He's the OG GOAT. Of
Yeah, he's the reason the
those
show was
shows.
ever even an entity, in my opinion. Did you ever watch it at all?
Yeah, I love watching Brandon type, like, and then watching Google's fix just help him out huge.
Stewart is
But-
returning.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Jay-
dude, that's what Google's for.
Yeah, for sure.
Jay Stu's he's pretty solid, I think. I mean, like,
I'm wondering how much they're paying him because he was working for not HBO, but for Apple. And you know, Apple pays people. Everybody on that app is getting paid a lot of money.
Has he been continuing his show on Apple, and it's just behind a paywall?
It's been like
so
a
no one
variance
knows?
of like.
Okay.
It's been like more so like focused on a topic each episode, kind of.
Oh,
You know what
I
I
haven't
mean?
been watching it at all. I
No
didn't
one
know.
has. That's why it stopped.
He's coming back.
Daily Show.
Yeah, honestly, like with Trevor Noah leaving, I felt like the show is honestly going to kind of slowly die.
Mm-hmm.
But this is huge. I mean,
They had
as a,
that
I didn't
guy.
see myself going back to watch it. I'm definitely going to now that he's coming
Yeah.
back personally.
And there'll be great YouTube clips.
I don't have cable or anything, any access to the show.
Okay.
It's on Comedy Central,
Yeah. It's on Comedy Central.
but
Not basic cable.
Is
Sadly.
Comedy Central still a thing?
Yeah.
Whoa.
the
Yeah.
South Park channel.
South Park is still.
South Park.
South Park has been around so long that I remember having to sneak to watch it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm in my 30s. That's fucking crazy.
I'm 33.
34.
I
36.
Okay.
we didn't have cable at my house. We had like 3 channels, but neighbor's house. Staying
Okay.
up.
Okay.
Like,
They had all times.
it was a
Were you
little
guys more of a
raunchier.
Daily Show or the Colbert Report? Not the Colbert, but what was the show called?
Yeah, Colbert Report.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Was that what it was called on Comedy Central?
I thought.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Colbert Report. Because
Okay.
it was just a segment on Jon Stewart's
Yeah,
show.
it was like the
and
conservative
then
like
it
slant.
Oh yeah,
branched off.
And then it branched off into
That's
the
pretty
conservative
cool.
show.
I
Yeah, I
like-
thought it was pretty
yeah.
creatively done.
cool
I mean,
way to get into it.
Yeah,
Like,
politics on both sides.
he was an improv guy, right?
Yeah.
Was he? Is that how he started?
I think he was improv, and
Okay.
then he like became the real character, and then like it's weird. Like what's weird about him is I remember him saying he doesn't let his kids watch him on TV at all. Colbert.
Currently, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Really?
he was just like I don't want them to see me at all like that, and just know me as dad. And he's like a
Okay.
very serious person, but
He's
he,
a
like,
big Lord of the Rings guy, which I respect.
really.
He's
Lord of the
also
Rings.
like
Oh,
we're on. Is it NBC
I don't know.
I don't know. Is it?
Late Show or whatever?
I don't know what channel he's on, but I know that he's
It's Colbert.
I know that he's one of the late night shows now.
Dude, Brandon's hacking.
Yo,
data frame right
you're
now.
going so ham though. I appreciate it. Just keep plowing.
Have
yeah.
you ever
Stephen
seen?
Colbert.
Oh,
Sorry.
he's on CBS. Okay, go on. What are you gonna say?
Have you ever seen the video of Jon Stewart fighting for the firefighters? in
Yeah,
9/11?
I thought you were gonna
9/11?
mean like physically fighting.
Nah.
Dude, please.
He's so
Light
eloquent.
up.
He's so eloquent when it comes to like speaking, like and like kind of like roasting somebody with information and facts.
Yeah.
He's a savant at doing that, where it's like funny, but like he's very learned on what he's talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm excited for him to be back.
There's a voice of reason.
Yeah. He's a voice to the left, I guess.
He
Yeah.
kind of like cuts
A
through all the
comedic
noise.
voice, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fun, dude. He was in Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Is that?
Oh yeah. He was the lawyer friend.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that until you
Get
just
the
said
kid
that.
from Toronto, or he was the dad.
He was the actual
was the
dad.
dad.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he was the actual dad. All right. So next topic: Kansas couple. We don't do segues here, by the way. We just
Oh, yeah.
we just
Neither
keep it
do
moving.
I.
Yeah.
You know.
Random fact: the
jokes
guy. Yeah. Random fact: the guy that made segues. You know how he died?
He got hit by a
Shut
Segway.
up.
He fell off of a cliff on a Segway.
No
Oh, the guy
way.
that made. I thought you meant the guy that made like segues into this.
No. Yeah.
I'm like that guy.
That's what I thought too.
That's crazy.
No,
yeah,
you
that
mean
would be,
like the
that'd be
fucking-
insane.
yeah,
like the
I think I knew
actual.
that.
Yeah, he was an older guy,
Oh.
and I don't know exactly how he fucked it up.
Off a
but
cliff?
He fell off a cliff. Yeah.
Bro,
Remember that.
have you ever been like skydiving or anything?
Nah, fuck that.
Free falling? He free fall just
With no,
you
net.
know it's probably
Nothing.
over, bro.
It's got to. You think most
And you're
people in
tumbling.
that situation die from like a heart attack,
No
like on the way down, or do you think they die from like the impact?
trauma. They died from bleeding out, dude.
Dude, I get that
Jesus.
weird gut tickle when I'm on a roller coaster. I can't imagine
know,
that
yeah.
feeling of
Oh
when you're
my
actually
God.
free falling.
I had a dream. I was at a height last night, and I was like, could feel my stomach like just
Really?
sinking.
Flip. Or do you have a fear of heights? Like I didn't realize it until.
I don't think I have like a debilitating fear. If I'm like near a canyon or something, like if I was gonna look over the edge, I'd be laying down and like
Yeah.
just peek my
No
eye,
chance of-
crawling.
No chance of falling. Basically.
Yeah.
is what you're
As a
going
kid though, I was definitely like, fuck.
Have you seen the people? There's like people who died playing Pokemon Go
for. Oh.
because they walked off cliffs. Like they were so focused
Shut
on their
up.
phone and they walked off a cliff. I mean,
I've heard of like people like
I think-
following GPSs into lakes and
I
shit.
mean, if they're going
But I-
through like the
There's
woods,
a death tracker.
if it's just
of how many people.
if they're just walking through a tree line and it's just a drop off.
So what Pokemon would y'all risk it all for to catch?
Basic Pikachu. I'm a
How
basic
many
bitch.
deaths? 24 deaths and 62 injuries from Pokemon Go.
Yeah,
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this is like a Darwinistic like calculator.
yeah.
Like, give me a fucking break. What was the most
We should
recent
start
date?
a
Most recent
Pokemon
date?
Go death bingo.
Yeah, that is.
I feel like if you're still playing Pokemon Go, are you? I don't want to shit on anyone in this room.
62
don't.
injuries? They're even tracking injuries? There's got to be more than 62.
You could probably twist a few ankles.
Who's reporting
You know what's
Pokemon Go
impressive
injury?
is that like for every time that it's bad enough for it to be an injury, like almost one out of two of those motherfuckers you're dying.
Man shot and killed while playing Pokemon Go with 7-year-old daughter.
Oh, in Evanstown.
Did he just
Shut up.
trespass?
So this might be like one
Murdered
of those
in
COVID
Mexico.
results. Like he just had the Pokemon Go app open technically.
Is
but
this
he
like
wasn't really
COVID deaths where they're just attributing
That's what I'm
Pokemon
saying,
Go
yeah.
to fucking...
Like, are these really Pokemon Go deaths? Like, I'm not sure anymore. We're looking more into it. But
43-year-old Pokemon Go player.
I never really played Pokemon Go.
I didn't either.
I will say I was
played
on that
Pokemon.
Pokemon Red and Blue though. I was
Oh,
playing the
yeah.
shit out of
I
that,
love that, dude.
and we were like
Ugh.
playing it back when it first came out. Like,
Yeah, with the Game Boy.
oh my god.
Hooking up.
I just had OG cards. Like I had a full, pretty close.
Did you ever get the
full set.
Charizard holographic? I never attained
did.
that one.
I think I had full holographs. The original,
Whoa,
not
full
the
holographs.
full set, but like
Okay.
the first 9. That
Okay.
was really.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah.
First edition,
Blastoise,
brother?
That's crazy.
Venusaur, not
Whoa.
first edition.
I
I was
was
about
in
to say you should have held on to that shit.
Well, my mom just gave them to like my nephew.
Okay.
Like 10,
So they're gone
20
to
Is
the
he a
wind at this
millionaire
point,
now?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, okay. There was. I don't know the time frame here.
Yeah, I don't want to break up the frame of this.
Yeah.
All right. So no, you're good. So next topic, Kansas couple. Basically, they had a relative die in 2017. Up until last month, they were still cashing in his retirement checks and keeping his body in his bedroom, and it mummified over time.
This
So-
is not a Pokemon Go death.
This is not a Pokemon Go death. What do you guys think when you hear that? What's the first thing that comes to y'all's mind
Just
when
the
you hear
odor.
a story like that?
Just
the
the
odor,
odor.
right? Yeah. And also, like, the first thing that came to my mind is like that guy, like, low key must have been a shitty person. Think
Who, the
about it.
person
I think
cashing
everybody
the
in that
checks?
The person that
household.
died. I don't mean to shit on him, but like nobody.
I think
nobody-
all
Well, they made
parties
up for it
involved.
with the fucking 200,000 they contributed to their family after.
No, that's what's crazy. It was. Have you ever committed fraud? Because he was only $15,000 off. They got $215,000 out of doing this
Well,
over
just-
7
That's a
years. time.
solid salary.
That's I mean,
I put up with
it's about $30,000 extra every year. I mean, if you get 30,000, think about your last 7 years of bills, and if you had $30,000 to deal with extra each of those years, it wouldn't hurt.
Man,
Well,
that is
are they
crazy.
sued now? Or they're in jail? these
They're
people?
being prosecuted. I'm sure. I don't know about all the details about afterwards.
That's just like so.
we keep it on
sad.
tidbit level. We don't go into deep diving.
Did he
Why?
die of natural causes?
At this point, could you even like really do an autopsy on that?
That's the thing is like, did
Probably.
they kill him in his sleep and we're like, this is our cash
is
cow
our-
now?
if $30,000 a year is your cash cow, you ain't shit.
Yeah,
But
this is their Uber Eats.
I mean,
money for the
Kansas-
year.
30,000 in Kansas. That's getting you decent.
I mean, that's
That's
valid.
true.
That's getting you
That's
some
valid. Like, what
fucking
state is this?
pork
in?
rinds.
I remember
Yeah.
hearing about a story back in like I want to say like 2017. It was around the same time. It was in Abilene. Maybe y'all heard about it. It was like these two guys were arguing about a mattress in a dumpster. There's a video. There's a video of it.
Homeless.
No. Like it was in the backyard between these two houses, and the guy was like, "Get the fucking mattress out of the dumpster."
Oh, I got you.
and they were arguing, and the guy pulls a gun out, and him and his son have their guns out, and the guy's like, "You ain't gonna shoot shit" or whatever, and then like they shot and killed him.
So the guy who brought the mattress ended up shooting someone.
I can't remember if it was the one that put the mattress in there or the one that refused to take the mattress out, but he got killed over a mattress in a dumpster.
Damn.
Yeah, so the
I
guy
thought
that
it was-
did it got 14 years. So imagine like you got killed over a mattress and the person that killed you only got 14 years in prison. How would you feel about that? Not great.
I'd probably be in the gray beyond and just like,
You probably wouldn't even know
who
about it.
fucking cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's life. That's life. No, yeah,
Well-
it's fucking crazy though.
When you first said that, I was like, okay, two homeless guys fighting. Mattress got to be a big thing on the streets.
No, yeah, but that's you're absolutely right. Honestly,
This is just
valuable
pure.
resource when it's two homeless people, but
Yo,
when
I-
it's two people just fighting because the mattress is in the dumpster,
What
that's fucking crazy.
I try not to even. I've had a twin mattress for years, like not my whole life, but the past like 3 or 4 or 5, whatever.
You don't need to justify,
I also-
bro. You're good.
I sleep in
Safe
ha-
space.
I sleep in hammocks. My girlfriend uses her bed now,
You see how he did that real quick?
but
He's like, I might have a twin size bed, but rest assured, I have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
I have a girlfriend, please. Like,
if every time
humble
you
brag.
moved, you just like, oh, throw my bed out. I don't want to move it. Like, how many people just throw fucking mattresses out on the reg?
Man, I love my
Where are they
mattress. It goes
going?
everywhere with me.
Where-
I've had my same mattress for about 5 years now, 6 years now.
I know a
If you-
guy who runs a mattress store, and he says you're supposed to change it like every 10 years.
Okay.
And people never
Never do
change their
that. No, yeah.
mattresses.
Some people have,
Never. I see him like in my dumpster like every 2 months.
Wow.
Damn.
Just a full mattress.
You ever thought of reselling it? Just
It's
being
they're
like-
not
probably
mine,
a bed
you
bug
know.
situation, I would guess. If it's ever
I feel like it's a I'm not moving with this thing.
Yeah.
more. Was it?
Or their back is fucked.
Yeah.
One of the two.
It's probably the least
But
important thing
what
when you're
life
making
cycle
a move.
of a mattress?
Really? You think so? A mattress is the least important thing?
I mean, depending on when you bought it, how much you pay. Because if you're like $200, you're like, I could fit so much in more of my stuff here. And if you
Okay.
got to leave something,
Yeah.
you're like, I came on this mattress way too many times. I'll start over fresh.
And you just put it
It's like
out.
a old,
Fair
it's like an old Kleenex
Where-
box.
I like
You
how
just
you said
throw
that
it out.
matter of fact callback.
It's just
callback.
going
like
in a
goddamn
dump.
professional. Sorry, go on.
Going in a dump. That's where it.
What do you mean, looking for a mattress in a dump?
No,
gotta come
That's
clean.
where they all go.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you think about like all the trap, you know about the floating island, right? And then the like,
Oh, yeah.
it's bigger than Texas.
I have a joke about it.
Oh,
That's
really?
fucking crazy. You do?
Yeah.
Damn.
There's another pile of garbage
I guess we make-
that they don't tell us. It's also the size of Texas.
We're just gonna,
It's located in Texas. That's the other Texas. That's what I'm talking about. That's the other.
I've heard the defense. I've heard the joke
Okay,
on stage, and it does well. You're funny on stage then.
no, it
usually
made me
worded
laugh, but I had to
differently.
think for a second.
I was
but
trying
that's 'cause I'm
to
high,
say
so-
it like a normal conversation, but
No,
it's
yeah.
just impossible.
yeah.
It's the last
It's just
bit
that the
I'll
garbage
bring up.
isn't floating. But it's just attached to the continental U.S.
It's just the fact that they compare it to the size of Texas.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's a pile of garbage. And it's like Texas.
That's fucking crazy.
It's a.
All right. So next topic. Did you guys? This is in the world of stand-up comedy. Did y'all hear about this KDK comedy thing?
I don't know KDK.
I didn't know who she was until this either. She has a solid following. She has like over 100,000 followers. Do you know? Can you bring up a picture of Mojo Brooks real quick? So basically, she
Real name Mojo?
That's his stage name.
Okay.
If you saw his picture, I think you guys recognize him.
Dyron.
Y'all recognize him?
No.
He's in some movies and stuff.
He looks like he's on Wildin' Out.
But probably at some point. I don't
Is
know.
he hosting a trap
trap?
concert? Trapped.
Oh, I was about to say that's a little racist, but
Look,
It
click
does say
that poster.
trapped.
Click
It does
that
say
poster. Trapped in head or something. What does it say?
That just tells me that I need to get new glasses because I was
Okay.
like, this motherfucker.
Oh,
Just
okay.
kidding.
Trapped in my head. Okay.
So basically,
Okay.
she
That
was
was trap
saying that
music.
she did solid on her set, but like it wasn't like she didn't kill, but she did solid. And then she gets off stage after bringing him up, and then he goes on stage and just starts like basically like lambasting her
Oh,
and
really?
roasting her and stuff for her set. Do you have TikTok on the laptop by chance or no?
I'll sign into it. Give me a sec.
Okay,
Yo,
no,
that
yeah,
is
for
a
sure.
tempting thing, though. Maybe not to rip into people, but even that's easier.
I was gonna ask you his position on that. When somebody bombs like terribly in front of you, what is the unspoken rule about commenting on how bad the bomb was? What do y'all think about?
I think
making a comment is okay, but like if you're going 5 minutes deep on it, you're kind of an asshole.
I feel like you have to do enough to get acknowledge it to the room, get the show back on its gears,
Yeah.
and then you can move on to your own material.
Yeah.
I bombed last night.
Oh, hell
Good
yeah.
It
times.
doesn't matter. At a mic.
Doesn't matter.
The
Well, I
week-
mean, mics are different, man.
At the Cowboy show, though, I didn't realize the guy before me had bombed.
Yeah.
So you wish you would have commented on him bombing because it could have saved your bomb, possibly.
I guess.
Well,
it
he didn't bomb
probably-
after. He actually went up there and started ripping after that.
So you just lied.
No. The guy
No, the
bombed
guy
before
before
him.
me.
Oh,
and then
and
Chad went up right after and started
Gotcha.
murdering.
Like
Okay.
a lot of times, you listen to the person in front of you just because you're like probably next. I
Mhm.
just couldn't hear him from
Mhm.
how the setup was.
Yeah.
Like no matter if they do good or bad, a lot of times for me, I'm thinking like I'm listening to them because I want to be aware of what the hell how the mood is, like
Yeah.
you're saying. But you get ideas flowing, jokes like
Oh, a callback, something.
Mhm.
or just an idea they said or what they're saying or an interaction and you come up with a joke. It's so easy to go on
Yeah.
stage and start out being like transitioning from what happened
Yeah.
and then into
Yeah.
so like
That's why I think it should be a transition. You shouldn't be harping, is all I'm saying. Like, that's just my opinion. Like, if you're going 5 minutes plus deep shitting on the person that already knows that they shit the bed, you're just
yeah,
like,
I mean if
being a
especially
dick a
if
little bit,
you're
like-
like bringing this person
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
was
was
he
it his
headlining
opener?
or-
so it was I'm pretty sure it was a situation where they asked her to open for him. He didn't ask her to
Yeah.
open for him.
Then I don't know. It depends
did you
how
find,
it went. I don't know
All I
how the
can all I
set
can
went.
find are just like
Just look up Mojo Brooks' page because he's the one that he replies to her. Basically.
yeah, I have his reply video right
Okay,
here.
can you
I
put
would
that
have
one up?
I don't know
see-
any of these people.
I would have to see
So
her
Katie
set
K,
and
is she a
his set.
TikTok person?
Oh, they're both stand-up comedians. They
Comedian
both.
said I've done to her after she opened up for me in San Diego on Thursday. Just to dig right into it, she said I was late. I was not. The show was scheduled to start at 7, but because it was sold out, they wanted everybody to get in the building, so they pushed the time back to 7:30. Before she was even on stage, I was in the building. I was in the green room. I was on live. Everybody seen that I was there. They were actually, when she actually got on stage, they were actually watching me on live while she was on stage. That goes to show you
What
how
did
good
she
is.
just be like? You're
She went on
late.
to say that she had a perfectly great set and that she brought me up on stage to good energy, high energy in the room. Y'all, this was a sold out crowd. A sold out crowd of people who bought tickets to come and see me. This was the energy that I came up to. Or should I point this way? Either way, just the energy.
Hold my hand and woo. Ready? Woo! All right, we have amazing energy. You guys have been very fun. Your headliner is in
You
the
gotta catch
house.
us straight if you bring me
Y'all,
up. Going,
she also said that she
what are you, a
did
SeaWorld
everything
trainer?
It's an
on
outdoor
Google.
show, but it's not.
That was a rough intro.
Yeah. So
Did
basically,
she work at SeaWorld before that?
That was her bringing him up.
that was a bringer. And he also makes a comment of the fact that she says, "Are y'all ready to get buck wild to a room full of black people?" Basically,
Okay.
He was commenting on that too. Like,
Okay, Becky.
yeah, like maybe you
Yeah,
should tell a
that
room full
shit's
of black people to
funny.
get buck wild. But it was just
Y'all ready to get turned up?
So basically, she had
That's-
posted. She was the one that posted originally saying like that she had a solid set, and then like he was a dick about it, and then like he responded with that, and then he also showed her set, and like she had an organ donor joke that was. I could see it doing well in a different room. It didn't do well in that room. It was basically she said like, "I'm willing to be an organ donor," but then when they ask you for $2 extra for the donation, it's like, "What the fuck? Never mind. I'm keeping all my shit." Kind
I'm
of
the
like
opposite.
Yeah.
But like fuck, I just forgot. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're good,
Can I
you're
be
good.
honest? It's just too sensitive.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what I'm
for her to
saying.
go on,
Roasted.
for her to go and post a complaint about it. Like that's a bit much. And that being said, like the response was everyone was going in on her because like they were calling her like white woman tears and shit like that. And she's like,
Who is she?
Yo, you know what I gotta say to that?
again, she's a comedian with over 100,000 followers on Instagram, so she's moderately successful.
Chet, can you
on
pull
some
up like
level.
her tagged clip or something? Let's just give her
Yeah,
a
give me a
chance
sec.
here.
You know what I gotta say to that?
I got to see some of her material. I know she can't be that
Something.
bad.
I gotta
You got to
say
salvage this.
it's been too
It's-
long now.
It seems pretty
my shot.
fucking soft to think about comedians you love. You think they're going on Instagram being like, well,
This
they're
person was
yeah.
a dick to me. No.
Yeah.
She's like one of those
Yeah,
makes
this
talking
person's-
So there you
videos
go, it's
is
a
why
stand-up
she has the
comedy one,
follow.
stand-up comedy.
This is her talking about. Oh, you want the
That's the
video?
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
4.4 million.
Okay, I'm not going to name the comic and I'm not going to name the club, but I am going to tell you something egregious that happened to me last night at a show. I'm a stand-up comedian, and I was booked
Prove it.
to
Play your
be
joke.
the opening act for a bigger comic. And by bigger, I mean has a giant following. It remains to be seen if he's more talented. Anyways,
God, I hate that
Click.
when people
I
compare
Exit
had
this
a
shit, dude.
perfectly wonderful
Exit this
set,
shit.
and this comic.
So yeah, but yeah, so that was the original post was her talking about
I
how
don't
he
give a
mistreated her.
fuck.
She's
So, yeah.
trying to. I mean, that's
It was a little bit of
this is
victimhood,
like
for
the
sure.
weird
I don't
shit
like.
that
I don't like.
happens.
I think it's uncouth to like harp on somebody bombing before you. But that being said, for her to go on to
Look at all
Instagram
these
and post
clips,
about
it's
it was
like-
pretty sorry, you know.
This
I
is-
really can't
Can we
find
see
the
one?
stand-up.
Yeah,
There's
there
a
you go.
stand-up
No,
right
for example,
there.
if you go to Mojo Brooks's,
I
I'll show
don't
you where.
understand why Christmas cards are not dead yet. I said it. She said true. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What? And it's fine.
She
I'm
posted
down for a
this.
birthday card with a heartfelt note. In fact, if you don't give me a birthday card with all your feelings about me written inside in paragraphs, you might as well just come right up to my face and tell me you hate me. Okay? So I'm all for that. Christmas cards on
Zero
the other
laughs
hand,
so far.
because they're you killing a 16th of a tree to write me paragraphs about how Daffodil
Spoken word,
Grassley
brother.
I gotta get on
and
fucking TikTok,
whatever
dude.
Noah are doing so good in middle school.
All right, we get the point. We get the point. So yeah, she didn't do too well.
That's really bad.
We're for a Jewish.
She's probably great. She's
We're for a
great.
Jewish girl to make fun of Christmas cards. You know. Just guessing. It's probably right.
I was like, what makes you guess that? What made you?
No
guess
one
it?
knows. Great, I'm canceled.
And that's been Tidbits and Randomness. We're never gonna have another episode ever again.
But all that, yeah,
All that to say,
like that's some ping
shit's weak.
dangish
Shit's weak.
kind of thing.
So next topic. Are you guys familiar with the name Keith D?
Keith D.
Keith
Keith.
D.
Is it a
Does that
marijuana?
name sound familiar at all?
No.
Chief Keef.
Have y'all heard about
Chief
how
Keef?
they arrested the guy who killed Tupac?
Yeah, dude.
What?
He was associated. He wasn't the guy who pulled the trigger, but he was associated.
That Diddy hired.
That was
Yeah.
the CIA or
Well,
something.
I don't know about there's speculation that Diddy hired him, but no, it was literally like this motherfucker has been going on podcasts like the last 10 years talking about how he was involved, and now everyone's shocked that he finally got arrested. I'm like, bro, you've been.
He was like, oh.
He's like, how could this be? But he just changed his lawyer, and so people are speculating because like the lawyer is like a whatchamacallit, like a kind of like a celebrity lawyer, like he's kind of known
Okay.
for high profile cases.
John
My
Cochran.
question to you guys is, what's more surprising, like the fact that it took longer than the amount of time that Tupac was alive for them to find his killer, or the fact that or arrest his killer, or the fact that they arrested him at all?
Well, he's not their killer, right?
Oh, I mean, he's the only one that's still alive that was in the car out of 3 people.
Oh, they're
The other 2 are already dead, so they can't be held to account.
Okay.
So
What's
technically, he's not snitching. He was only snitching on himself because everybody else involved is gone.
Is Suge Knight dead now?
Suge Knight's not dead, but he was in the car with Tupac.
Right.
So he wasn't like one of the hitters, like, you know what I mean?
Got it.
Suge Knight is in prison for running somebody over.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're like guilty of something, like I've heard that when people are charged and it's just, or something comes out, like Clinton being on, the Epstein
list?
like something just becomes public and it's out of your control that you like
What
feel
you call it?
better.
Plot twist. What's
So-
his name being on the list? The guy in the wheelchair? What's his
Oh
name?
yeah.
That shit's wild.
Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking being on the list?
Just watching.
If you would have told me like pick 3 celebrities that aren't going to be on the list, I'm like, Stephen Hawking. There's no.
If they're like pick 3 scientists. Can
You know what's
name- I'd be
crazy?
Like Bill Nye, Neil deGrasse, and fucking Hawking.
Shit.
Stephen Hawking could have just done what he did remotely, like just watch. Like he didn't need to actually be there. He probably wanted to smell it, little freak.
Yeah.
It's the je ne sais quoi.
What if he just
You will.
stood up? It was like,
Guess what?
It's a miracle. It's the only thing they could get him to walk.
That's the real test, dude. You have an orgy of little people happening. They're like, if you don't get involved, he's really belongs in that wheelchair. What's the cure? You're never gonna believe this.
Yeah, he's just so ashamed. He's so ashamed. They should have scientists literally. That should
Oh
be
my
a
God,
sketch.
that's dark.
Just like,
It's so dark.
This is the only thing that works.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so
yeah, that's crazy.
I don't
Dude.
know how we
you
got
said-
to
That's
Epstein
crazy
Island.
about
You
Tupac's
said
killer.
you said more surprised whether it took that.
That it took that long
or
that they
I don't
found
know.
him at all.
He
They charged him at all.
probably it was cathartic for him to talk about it in podcasts. I bet. So he wanted to be arrested. I think subconsciously.
I've been waiting. I've been waiting.
I think he wanted.
It's been
it.
30 long
The
years.
universe was just It was.
Well,
always,
that is crazy because have you seen that meme where it's like the guys at the parties like nobody knows he probably in his head he's like I'm fucking Billy the Kid, I'm the man who killed
I'm the
Tupac,
guy who took down.
but
yeah.
no one
we
knows
also
it.
talked
But
about it.
everyone knows it because I keep talking about it.
Yeah, but then he wants like the notoriety.
Crazy.
Infamous.
All right, guys, that's the first half of the show where we did random topics. Now we're gonna go around and each do a random topic for 5 minutes.
Okay.
That like you're not just talking. It's not like you're leading the convo the whole time. We're all gonna talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Okay.
I'll go first, and then we'll go this way.
Hell yeah.
and
I had a
just rotate it
monologue
around
prepared,
twice.
but whatever.
Hey, hey, no, hey. Here's the
Fucking
thing,
topic.
guys. Here's the thing. Sometimes you can really tell when the people aren't. I had Andre Ricks on here, and he was talking about.
Dude, damn,
I've been
dude.
looking for a car of late, and we just talked about how he's like trying to like shop for a Honda. Like that's what we talked about.
That was
for
a real
5 minutes.
topic.
It was pretty.
When was
abysmal.
this? A year ago?
This was over a year ago. Yeah. So
Bro, finding a car.
the bar is low, is what I'm saying. I hope that you guys came with more than I need to buy a car.
I got a
But all
couple
right, I
things.
will go
All right.
first. The first topic I want to talk about the Oscars. They just had all their nominations and everything. So I want to know what was y'all's favorite movie of 2023. I will go first. I know it's kind of hard to think. I'll give you guys time while I name my first. I'll name the one that I enjoyed the
Look
most.
at Chad's shirt. You think he watched a movie last year?
Yeah, I don't think I watched the movie,
You're
bro.
not, you're not into movies?
I
Sorry,
mean,
Whitlow
no, I
Wood.
watched other. Yeah, I watched like Lord of the
You're
Rings
all
or some
Fellowship
shit.
of the Ring.
what was the
2
last?
Towers.
What was the last movie you saw in theaters?
In
You don't-
theaters.
In theaters.
I
This
think
guy,
it was The
in
Revenant.
theaters. The Revenant. Jesus Christ,
wow.
that came out like in. Can you look up the year that The Revenant
I
came
love
out?
that's like a
Brandon?
Like
woodsy
6
movie
years
too.
ago, probably or something.
Oh my god.
That's
say
in the
longer than
ballpark.
that.
I don't know if I
215.
I can't think of one
9
offhand.
years.
2015.
Jesus.
No, it's got to be one since then.
I would hope so. Like you're like the opposite of a cinephile. Do you even enjoy movies?
I love. That's
Did
the
you
thing.
see?
There's so
did you
many
see
shit
any
movies
movie that came
it's
out in
like-
2023? Did you see any?
I did
movies?
not go see Oppenheimer or Barbie.
You did not. Okay.
No.
Did you see anything that came out?
Definitely not in 2023.
What did come out in
100%.
2023?
100%. Not
Did
a
not
single
go.
movie.
Did not step.
That's
foot
how
in
I
the
am with
theater.
music. Like for example, bless you. I know that Dua Lipa's huge. I know that
I
Billie.
don't know
I
one.
can't name 3 songs from either of them. Like
But I feel like okay. Well, I guess that was on Netflix, but I just hate sitting through a bad movie. So
I feel you, but that's why like you gotta like look into it before going if you're like that big on like being worried about the movie sucks. So just
I feel like
get
I
up
can
Rotten
watch
Tomatoes real quick.
Movies are in a bad place right now. This past year was kind of a lull.
comedies.
It was,
What was your
but
favorite comedy? in
I'd say my
2023?
favorite movie was probably Across the Spider-Verse.
I haven't even seen it.
I
Oh
saw
my
that
God.
on a plane. I was watching a kid's
Did you enjoy it?
backrest.
So
I
you
don't know
did
if it
see a
was plane.
2023 movie then.
I don't know. I think he had subtitles. Like that was good. I did follow it. A little.
Okay. See, look at you.
Graphics are sick on that show.
Yeah. Okay. Look, and you appreciate the shit.
But it's like that's just happening.
I would have thought that he would thought that it was like live action while watching it, since you never really watched.
My girlfriend, like we've watched some like anime movies. I saw Spirited Away, which is
That's
old
really
as
good.
hell.
Yeah, like is it whenever you
just-
see how old those movies are, it kind of blows your mind. It's like
Yeah.
Looks
came
great.
out in '87. You're like '87.
Yeah, all
Like, what the
every
fuck?
frame hand drawn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Those Studio Ghibli movies go hard. Don't let
What-
anyone else tell you otherwise. Did you see The Boy and the Heron?
No.
Neither did I. I heard it was mixed reviews. I heard some good things.
Is
I heard
it
some,
anime?
Yeah, it's a Studio Ghibli, like the one that makes
Oh,
like
yeah, yeah.
my neighbor Totoro,
Okay.
Princess
All the things that have been
Mononoke.
mentioned, same guy.
Yeah, he's like
Same
he's
studio.
the guy that does all those movies that are
Okay.
There's like an anime guy who's like the Michael Jordan of movies.
yeah, and it's him basically.
Yeah, and
Uh,
all hand drawn backgrounds.
Mhm. But so yeah, I'd say I mean a lot of my movies I'm naming are like people were talking about the Oscar snub. Have you all heard about how Greta Gerwig and Margot Robbie weren't nominated for an Oscar?
Because of what was it? Barbie.
For Barbie, basically. Like
Barbie was a great movie.
it was a great movie,
heard it
but
was
they
these-
weren't. Yeah. She wasn't nominated for Best Actress. The director/writer wasn't nominated for director, and then Ken was nominated for Best Actor.
Hey,
So it was
great-
like
Fuck yeah,
personifying
dude.
like the whole message of the movie. Like it's like fuck y'all ladies.
Oh,
this
I'm
is
sorry.
ours.
Scoreboard.
That's awesome.
It's crazy. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty funny. But I think that the biggest snub personally was the fact that Ninja Turtles wasn't even on the list for Best Animated Movie. Because did you see Ninja Turtles at
Was
least?
I
that
didn't.
3?
Oh my
Was
God.
that 3?
No. It
No,
was a
it
brand new
was-
Ninja Turtles movie that Seth Rogen produced.
Oh,
It's like it was
wow.
like a CGI movie basically,
I gotta
like
check that
animated. Yeah.
not associated with the other two or
No.
whatever.
No. It's like brand new movie, cartoon looking, like unique animation. It's really good. It has like a lot. Ice Cube's the voice of the bad guy in it. They have the 4 turtles are voiced by 4 actual 16-year-olds that aren't famous, so like they're obscure, so like you don't know who they are. So everybody else in the movie is pretty famous except for the 4 people playing the turtles.
That's
So
cool.
Oh,
Jackie Chan is Master Splinter, for example.
fuck
Like
yeah.
it's
That's
a really
great.
good. It was really good. Did you like it, Brandon?
Yeah, I really liked that. I thought it was one of the better movies that came out this last year.
See,
Very
yeah,
fun.
like don't
check it
sleep
out.
on it. Like, but then again, I am a Ninja Turtles bias, so I love
No,
Ninja
it
Turtles.
rocked. The soundtrack was fire too.
Yeah, so that's your homework when
Okay.
you get home is
I did watch Kung Fu Panda 2.
okay. That came out in
Last
I'm
year.
pretty sure 2006, but you know
I gotta catch up. Yeah. I'm trying to catch up. I'm starting with.
it's all good. We all got to start.
Yeah, what do you got?
Puss
yeah, what's
in
your
Boots. If
oh,
you guys
Puss in
haven't,
Boots
the
is good.
last Puss in Boots is great. The villain.
the scary as hell. Yeah, the death. Yeah, but that being
I
said,
love
the
that.
first movie was better, I think, than the second.
Of Puss in Boots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, your turn. What do you want to talk about? For
I think
your
it was
first
his turn.
one?
Where
Are we
we
going this way?
Oh
My
yeah, I
bad.
thought I was just getting your movie.
Okay. Oh yeah, what was your movie? Just
You-
real quick,
yeah.
quick shot.
Well, I don't know if I saw a movie
Time's
this
up. All right,
past
you're-
year. Yeah. There was nothing really that.
Well, it all started.
But real quick, TV show suggestion. I rarely suggest. I suggest shitty shows all the time. Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot. That's
On
a good
Amazon.
show. Yeah,
Fire show.
yeah.
Insanely good show. I'm in the
Yeah.
first season, almost finished.
That second or
Every
third episode where he
build up
does acid.
is just phenomenal. Oh, dude, that's a genius episode.
That episode, like you think some like he's like, oh, he's about to tear him down. And it's just like, wait,
It's one
where
of
are
the
they going with this? Like,
best
so-
stories I've seen in
I
a while.
love
on
how
TV.
Evan was like, yeah, fuck your topic, Mr. Robot.
All right, that's
no,
it.
no,
All right,
my
go ahead. No, no,
time.
just-
Good, eat my time,
It's
bro.
good. No, yeah, go ahead. Your turn.
I recommend Braveheart, by the way. Go
Braveheart's phenomenal.
check that out.
Well, yeah. All right.
William. Freedom.
Yeah, that's right. I was thinking of Knight's Tale. My bad. I was thinking of Knight's Tale. That's funny. Damn, you
They're
could just
just
let it
calling
slide.
him. They're just
You
getting
could've
his
just called-
attention.
you
There's a girl in the crowd. William, freedom.
Just
William.
They're
No,
just
William.
screaming in each other's face.
All right. So what's the first thing you want to talk about?
So this is by the way, you have great topics and
Yeah.
headlines and stuff. I'm not
Genius show,
connected
dude.
to anything.
Oh,
I'm
thank
glad
you.
you're back.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being on the show, by the way.
This is an actual news story though. Chuck Schumer, New York senator majority leader, whatever that means. He's got a jihad. He's got a fucking jihad out for Zyn nicotine,
Oh, really?
and
Zen?
I assume all
Is that a
nicotine
brand?
pouches.
Oh, okay.
That is a brand, not my brand of choice. But hey,
But I have
if
many
you're not
friends.
for us, you're against us. He has a little like 20-second video where he's at a press conference. He's like, they're targeting your children, parents, okay? They're coming at your kids. A lot of nicotine here. I'm looking to ban them.
Isn't the new smoking age 21? Is it?
Yeah.
They moved it to 21.
really?
Yeah, you
That
can,
was like a
18-year-olds
while
can't
ago.
smoke?
Yeah.
That was a
No.
while ago, I think.
You can go serve your country and die, but you cannot buy back.
Damn, that's wild.
Well, that's the same alcohol argument too.
Yeah, but I mean that one makes sense because we like most.
I feel like alcohol
18-year-olds
bumped it to
driving
like
and drinking.
30.
I'd be okay with that.
He says the nicotine pouches pose a danger to teens as they use them as an alternative to e-cigarettes.
Hell yeah.
She got a jawline on her.
Yeah.
High levels of nicotine
He's like, look.
He's holding one. Yeah, he puts it back in his mouth.
because these nicotine pouches seem to lock their sights on
You know he's
young
related
kids,
to Amy Schumer?
teenagers, and even lower.
Is that real?
And they use the social
They're distant
media
cousins, but yes.
Did he steal this speech from someone else?
I mean,
writer,
for me,
actually.
for
Her
me,
writer.
it was an option instead of chewing tobacco.
Can we just talk about that lady's jawline though? That was incredible.
Yeah, she
like look at.
she
Don't get in a
little
bubblegum
bit
chewing
dark on
contest
the
against her,
shadow
dog.
makeup. I don't think she needs a shadow makeup. She's
So
already,
wait,
like, chiseled.
so it's not your brand, but you just
I-
think it's the beginning of like he's gonna
the
go for everything.
dominoes, yeah, it's like
What's different about
communism
Zen that's
spreading.
is there something different about Zen that's making him target Zen?
To me, it's they're more popular.
Okay.
I think the name has kind of helped.
Does he have stock in the other company?
Pro-
You never
he-
know with these politicians.
Yo, he
dude.
probably has stock in cig companies who are like, yo, shut this shit down. We got all this
Oh.
tobacco to sell.
That actually makes
one of my
perfect
favorite
sense.
movie scenes is Sandlot when they all take the dip and they go on.
Oh, hell yeah.
yeah.
That's like chalk. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Instead of dipping, like, I can literally sleep with these fucking things in, and it's
These things.
if you
in.
did
Probably
that with
not great
dip,
for
you're
you.
ju-
Probably
it's just
not.
nicotine. I mean, it's probably
But
some
all
other
night,
shit.
you think
but
it's good to just keep it in all night? Like,
I don't think it's good.
I think
does
it's
it
great.
feel
I
good?
don't- I'm not
Yeah, I
gonna-
think it's great.
I'm not giving health advice, but like I would sometimes fall
Fair enough.
asleep, like just nod off with a dip in because I was so comfortable, and
The buzz-
I'm like
the
I gotta
buzz
take
was
this
hitting.
shit out. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I couldn't like sleep as well after. I can just have this in.
Or you became dependent on the buzz, almost.
bro. I can get
You have no
through.
idea.
He's like,
with
I can quit
nicotine.
anytime.
Nicotine helps. Nicotine, especially being out doing comedy, like if you're just drinking all the time, nicotine can help me not drink or smoke pot. Like, so I'm pro. I think it's.
So you think that smoking cigarettes is better than smoking weed for you?
I don't smoke cigs.
Okay.
But-
Well, you know what I mean. Nicotine's better for you than THC overall, just like for how it affects you.
I think that
What you're trying to get
I
done?
think weed has its time and place. Like I enjoed a little bit earlier.
Bro,
and,
chill. My mom watches it. Let's get.
um,
No, I'm playing.
in my car,
mom's out.
obviously. But like I would do it before everything, work, before
Weed or Zyn?
weed.
Okay.
Zyn, obvious. Like nicotine. Yeah, if I'm not eating, it's pretty much.
Whoa.
Damn.
Is there withdrawals? Like, is there any
I'm
downside?
sure.
Really,
where-
no. Like
Really?
I can go without it. It's crazy,
Okay,
but I just choose not to.
that's what we call functioning.
Yeah. But like, I've like floss and I'm pretty orally health
yeah.
conscious, so I'm like looking out.
No, yeah. I
But
mean,
it's just it's not tobacco. That's the thing, or all the additives.
Yeah.
That's the shit that is worse for the body than just pure nicotine.
okay. So it's like concentrated nicotine in pouches, basically.
You can extract nicotine and just provide that. Yeah,
It's like a dab.
it's even less than a dab. It'd be like just if THC. I guess if it's just
It's
like
more
a vaporized
concentrated,
vapor, like a
Okay.
volcano.
Okay. Well, rest
So
in
it's
peace
all
to
the
Zen,
good parts.
possibly. Chuck,
Yeah.
chill out.
Yo, yeah, what the
Chill
hell?
the fuck out,
What
How
bro.
the
about go
hell,
after
Chuck?
Sigs?
We don't ask for much. What's your topic? First topic.
Well, this wasn't gonna be my topic, but that kind of warmed me up to talk about this. Is like things that replace other things. Like, do you guys think with AI is coming for everybody's job?
Oh
and
yeah,
it's
like
also
for example, like paralegals. That's not going to be a job.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's come after I think they're called white collar jobs now. Or
A lot of the ones where you
My
have to
job,
look up
or whatever,
information and like files and stuff.
But here's the one that it's coming for. No pun intended, but coming. Like it's a matter of time before you got sex bots and everything. And it's
I
like
thought you were gonna say comedy.
that's
the
the
final frontier.
the last
That's the final
thing
So
I
I
think.
heard Louis J. Gomez. They asked the AI joke for him, and it was like a good joke, and it was in
Really?
his
No,
voice.
here's the thing.
cadence.
That's what they can do.
Whoa.
Is that if you're a known comedian within like you've been around, like Sarah Silverman is suing ChatGPT because of this. If your voice, if you have a known style, it can mimic your style.
She's
But if you're
suing
just-
them?
They made
more
a
than just her.
whole
It's-
George Carlin album,
Oh,
like
okay.
a whole
I heard
hour,
about that.
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
like not
That's
bad.
because that's
Really?
because like
Which
they
is
have
crazy.
access to
What the hell?
a lot of like George Carlin material to bounce it off. But like when it comes to being able to make comedy from nothing,
Yeah,
they don't. The computers haven't been able to figure out
but
that.
still, there's a lot of comedy, like content. You could just figure if you had a bunch of good comics,
Mhm.
then you're like, okay, I got a bunch of raw materials to work with. If you're AI,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's like a status thing. If you're good enough, that AI can make good jokes from you.
No,
you're
yeah,
like
that's what
a
I'm saying.
good comic.
If AI can make its voice sound like you, that's a attributing factor to how successful you are.
Yeah.
Low key, because the only way that the AI can do that is if it has access to information on you.
and
that
with
means you have to
good
have stuff
jokes,
out there. Yes. Yeah.
not with like crap
Yeah,
robot
yeah.
jokes.
You're not gonna have a lot of stuff out there if you suck ass, unless like you're just like up here posting videos that nobody's watching.
Just got to get good enough to let AI write your jokes for
So
you.
you think that? Wait, you think that it's gonna be a sex
well,
factor?
yeah, that's all fine and dandy with comedy, but
So
like
sex
sex
workers.
bots, dude.
Sex
What-
workers are fucked.
And relationships, and I feel like porn already can ruin relationships if you're not
Yeah,
disciplined.
on something. Yeah.
But then it's just like, what's gonna happen when guys are like, I don't want to go take a girl out and have to deal with that scariness of
There's
dating.
gonna be robot girlfriends.
I'm just gonna hang out at home with my bot, you
Yeah.
know, and it's gonna like hoover me 2,000
100%.
Well, I mean,
That's
that's
gonna
gonna be a
happen.
factor. Yes,
It's gonna
I mean,
reduce
honestly,
the population
in both
probably.
ways.
They already say that this is the first generation that's coming into adulthood that is having sex less than their parents did. This is the first one. Like,
Whoa.
yeah,
I believe it.
Parents
So-
begin after it, dude.
they be
That is
fucking
crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of a crazy step. And that being said, also though, like, I think that it's more. I think it's just insane that forever we've had sci-fi stories about the potential dangers of AI going too far, and yet we just keep on being like, let's see how far we could take
Did
it.
you
Let's see how far
see
we could take it. It's like,
AI's
let's see where it goes. Like, it's
AI
not gonna be
did-
good.
AI made time lapse art like of evolution from like monkeys through people,
Mhm.
I have seen
and
that.
it's it's like do it all the way to the future,
And
it's
robots.
like you're starting to get robotic parts, and then just pure robot, and then it's just the robot like meshes with like a
Like a mech source?
pillar, and
Yeah.
everyone's just meshed, just feeding.
Well, they believe, like for example, with science-wise, they believe that the first person to live to 150 is alive right now.
Well,
Guilty.
depends on what culture you're talking to. Some people are like there's definitely Chinese people who are like, I'm 180.
Is it really?
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe
They got
claiming it.
pictures of
Maybe claiming it because they don't have the
Yeah,
documentation
claiming
and
it,
shit.
right.
Yeah.
It's like, when were you born? It's like you tell me.
they just point to like a tree with like
Yeah,
a
you tell
carving
me,
in it,
yeah,
and they're like,
yeah.
"That was when I was
That was
born."
me,
You
yeah,
fucking
yeah, like fuck out of here.
call me a liar.
That being said, like for example, like Okinawa, by far, like I think like something like 12% of people that live in Okinawa make it to 100.
Yeah.
Japan.
They have like the highest level
Yeah,
of
the
centurions.
centenarians, yeah. It's
I watched that
crazy.
show on Netflix.
Yeah,
I
They were
saw,
eating like
saw
purple
like
sweet
an-
potatoes and
Go-
shit.
and goya
I went and
fruit.
bought sweet potatoes the next day. I'm still
trying
not
to live.
100, brother.
Honestly, my goal is to
potatoes.
make it to the tricentennial, like 2076, and you could take me if you want. Like,
Whoa.
that's
I don't
about
want
80
to be
cents.
like tricentennial, but just like Stephen Hawking.
I mean, honestly, if the country makes it that far, who knows at this rate? You know?
That's what's gonna be dope is when we are that age, AI will be so dope where we basically just get in a robotic suit and it just like does
But then
whatever
your
we
muscles
want.
And then
just
your brain is
atrophy.
just like,
Yeah.
oh my god, that's terrifying. Anyways, okay,
Going
next topic.
autopilot.
My final topic that I want to talk about is Again, I'm gonna give you guys time to think about it. Your answer to this, because I want to ask you, what was your favorite moment? I'm making it like an end of the year cap. What was your favorite moment of 2023? For me, it took place in Alabama on a pier where there was some white people. No offense, guys. Brandon, Chad, a little bit of Evan. I don't know. I can't tell necessarily.
I'm half pissed off right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. But you know what I'm talking? You know what I'm alluding to? When the family was jumping that black guy, and then he threw his hat in the air.
Oh, and
then
they like
all
beat
the
the
black
shit
people
out of him?
descended
That
on
was
that
amazing.
white family and beat the shit out of that white family. Did you never see that video, Chad?
He touched his hat.
Chat. Oh my God. I'm so happy that we're getting to bring this to chat. But that being said, the videos that were out when it happened, a lot of them are gone now.
This is like a play. Like it's
It's on YouTube.
So basically,
Can't be
like
that
this
bad.
drunk family had their boat parked along the pier where like a ferry was supposed to pull up.
I saw a highlight of this.
Yeah, like 40 black people roll up on this family. Like
Why did
40
they cut that out?
That's the best part.
It's the best
It
part.
gets a little more violent.
It's literally like he throws his hat up, the guy getting jumped, and then like a group of black people just beat the shit out of this white family. It's so dope.
Oh, this is a
Yeah, you
3
gotta
minute
fast forward
23.
it to about the 2
Oh,
minute mark.
they pointed at. Oh,
Oh,
wow, we
shit.
got different angles. Dude, what is that dolphin thing doing
Why?
over there? Look at that
Why?
water. A
That's
geyser?
my question. Yeah.
Oh,
This
there's
guy's
so-
fucked.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
my
he's
God.
done.
So this was my favorite day of 2020.
Oh, the lady just got clocked?
Yeah, they look.
Bro, you can't punch a chick right in the jaw like that.
Look. I usually agree. Now here's the thing.
I mean, you can't punch a chick in the jaw.
I look.
You can't. Can you
Look,
say,
look,
agree
look,
to that?
look,
Can you
here,
agree to that?
Let me finish my statement. I utterly agree.
Okay.
I utterly agree. You should never perpetuate violence on a woman ever.
He just clocked her
But
right
when
in the
you
jaw.
got 8 people jumping one guy and all of
Well,
this,
he's trying
put
to,
your
he's trying to
thumbs-
mount in his head just of Game of Thrones.
like that was wrong of that guy, but it's not even the worst thing. Like one of
Oh,
these guys
Purple's
gets a
got
chair.
some power behind him, dude. He's got that dad strength.
Man, I don't know. Have you guys been in fights? Like,
Yeah,
it's
it's been a little while, but yeah,
you
since
can
I was
just
a
kill
teenager.
someone.
Oh no, yeah, that's why I don't get in fights as an adult. Because
It's
here's the
scary.
thing: my intent, if I get into a fight with somebody, is to assert my dominance. So, for example, if I get in a fight and I'm going to hold you down and be
Fucking
like, "Are we
planet
done?
Earth over here.
Are we done here?" You know, like other people, if they get the upper hand, they want to fucking stomp on your head. You know what I mean?
Well,
Or they want to fucking
If
kick
you
your
have
teeth in.
8
Like,
people,
I don't
you
wanna do
also
that.
can't do that to 8.
Yeah, no,
you
for
know.
sure. No, yeah. That's why that was beautiful. So, but that took up basically the whole 5 minutes. But is there anything that comes to mind as like a memorable event that happened in 2023 for you
I
guys?
mean, we can just crush into my 5 minutes.
I just thought it was a beautiful, coming together of people to not
Yeah.
take shit for once.
I guess I was going more like, sentimental. I guess.
Yeah, I was thinking like
Pussy.
milestones. He was like, when black people won.
Yeah,
You
the
know?
one time. Yeah.
Yo,
One
having
time.
like a nice day at Barton Springs, like watching the sunset, swimming. You're like cool from the water, but warm out, and like just laying down.
You sound
with
like
a
you
book.
sound like a miscongeniality. Like, what's your idea of the perfect date?
But
April 15th.
yeah.
It's not too hot. It's not too cold.
Nah,
All you need is a light jacket.
Yeah.
That is a nice vibe.
It is a nice vibe. Yeah.
Did
All right.
she
So
get,
what's
like,
your
a s-
topic? What's your topic?
I've been looking at guns a lot lately. I don't own any.
I don't know if I believe that.
I need a Texas driver's license.
You do?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where'd you move here from?
And upstate New York,
Okay.
which like I had a shotgun there. My father has guns. He's kind of like a gun guy. And being responsible with
I feel like
them,
upstate New York, you need guns. Like if you're like depending on where you're living, like you could be out in the wilderness. Like,
yeah, it's probably
You're in Syracuse?
like where like cops can't
Getting
get to your house
north
quickly.
of
You need sort of a
Syracuse.
level of self defense in those kind of areas.
yeah. My parents live in like a neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
They're fine, but
Here's a gate.
there's not. They can leave their car unlocked.
Okay, nice.
But
So
it
come
is
on.
a fun activity to like shoot targets.
No, yeah.
I having that feedback, and like when you're on, it's very satisfying. It's fun. It's just like hitting a good golf shot, send something down. But like if I just get a gun, it's just for something that I can self defense. If I had to carry it, like I have this fucking thing. This thing is dope. It's meant when it's strapped.
Brandon's like, whoa.
You can just
Yeah.
pull these down, and there's like a thing to lock your gun in,
Yeah.
and then you just draw it.
What's your favorite kind of pistol?
Well, that's
Are you that much of a gun head that you would know what your favorite is? Because
I think.
for me, it's a Desert Eagle.
Why don't you pull it up? It's called the Delta Elite,
Oh shit.
and then type in blue. So yeah, that
Okay.
second one.
Okay.
That's a 10 millimeter.
So when you shoot your gun, do you say like, do you go like
Yo,
Avada Kedavra like every time you shoot it?
very Harry Potter. Look, see behind. There's like a little where the crotch of your thumb would go.
Uh-huh.
There's a pressure thing there, so you have to squeeze the gun for it to even be able to fire the trigger.
So you can never accidentally shoot yourself in the head, is what you're saying.
It'd be really hard to accidentally shoot yourself. Now, if you're ever like wounded or something and you couldn't get a good grip on your pistol, that's
be problematic.
It'd be an issue. But thing is, I would just like type in J-frame 38.
Honestly, with this election coming up, I feel like I need to buy a pistol before the election.
So go to that first one.
just in case. We don't know where all this is going.
All right, that first one right there.
This is like like you pull it out of your little fucking lace.
It looks like
here.
a Dick Tracy gun for sure.
That's a revolver, so it has a cylinder.
That has some
It's
power
an
with it right
old-timey
there.
gun.
Bro, he thinks that we don't know a goddamn thing about it. That's a revolver.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
What part? No, I feel you, I feel you.
You pull a trigger and it turns the
6
cylinder.
bullets, yeah.
It's very some of them.
Have you ever seen the movie 187?
No.
I don't know why I asked you that. That was fucking stupid.
That's all right.
Samuel L. Jackson, early in his career, he's a substitute teacher, and there's a scene.
I used to teach.
Oh, so did I.
I
taught high
resigned
school.
this year.
Okay, really? Yeah, I resigned like the year before the pandemic. What did you teach?
Dang.
8th grade science.
I taught 9th grade world geography.
Cool.
We were out here. We did our service.
Yeah, no, for real. I mean, I had really great kids, so that was.
No, I honestly enjoyed it overall. Like I enjoyed the job, but yeah. Did you ever have any school? I had a school shooting threat one time when I was teaching.
Threat?
Yeah.
Not while I was teaching. No.
I also had a kid one time bring a gun to class. Like, so basically, but the MO of him was like wannabe gangster, not like mass shooter MO. Like, it was like, you're a fucking idiot. Why'd you bring a gun to school kind of thing? Like, finding out he had a gun on campus, I wasn't like, oh my God, he was never going to do something like that. But it was just like, you fucking idiot. Like, he was like a senior in his second semester when they found the gun on him in his backpack and he got expelled for having a gun on campus. And it's like, you just
That's
ruined your
illegal.
life.
You can't have a gun on
Yeah,
school
that's
grounds.
fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. But Uvalde. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that was a Texas middle school.
Dude, I drove through Uvalde after that happened. It was the saddest vibe ever.
I mean, it almost
Why'd
has
you
to.
drive
Like
there?
21 people, right?
Just to visit.
Did you just drive through it? Or?
I wanted to see it, bro.
You're like a terrorist.
I wanted to smell
I
it.
wanted to see it.
No,
I wanted to be part of the action.
I went out
Jesus.
a deer hunting nearby, and you have to like the
with
nearest.
Dean?
No,
Okay,
no.
okay. Because you take some comics out sometimes.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a sad vibe. It was.
I'd imagine so.
Yeah.
No, that's fucking crazy. Like all the reports about how much the cops fucked up. Anyways. Yeah, guns.
So, if let's say you had to get a gun, like, and if you had to for home protection or something, like there was a real threat, let's say,
Shotgun.
would you be reliability, like, because a revolver is extreme, it's never gonna jam,
clog up. Yeah, it's
but it's just
tried and true.
It's a little harder. It's
aim.
more kick. Yeah, a little short with a short.
I hear
barrel,
that. I feel. I've always heard that house protection wise, a shotgun is the best.
Yeah.
Home protection wise.
Yeah, I mean, unless you, because a pistol, you just reach over and grab it. A shotgun's a lot longer. So if you under your bed,
but there's a lot more like
this, right there. It might be harder to, and if the guy's right on you in 2 seconds before you can
this
get.
guy's really thought about this.
Well, I have both.
Like you have
under the bed. I have a pistol and a shotgun. So I think you just got to play the. No, I have both.
Okay.
What kind of pistol?
I want to get a pistol.
Glock 19.
Okay.
So very reliable, easy to clean gun.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon, do you have a gun?
No, I don't.
Do you want to get a gun? Have you ever considered having a gun?
It's almost hacky now for comedians to get guns.
Yeah, dude.
Why?
That's
Why
really
is that?
original.
Someone's robbing you, and you're like, dude, I'm not a hack.
He's like,
kill me.
I really want to get a gun, but I'm not going to be a fucking
How about a
hack.
punchline?
I'm a purist.
You know, third-party candidates, how they're never really viable.
We're back.
How third-party candidates are never really viable to actually ever win anything.
He's on one state.
Yeah. No. What I'm saying is,
they don't.
When his dad ran,
Okay.
the last third-party candidate to win a state was during the election that his dad was running for president. Do you know who that third-party candidate was?
Trump.
JFK?
No.
Just
While his dad was running.
While RFK's dad was running for president.
Nikki
RFK
Haley's.
Senior. No, RFK Senior. Robert Kennedy.
George Washington.
Robert Kennedy.
Backhand the shit out of this. Shut the fuck up. No.
RFK's dad was running for president.
Yes.
He lost.
He died before the campaign was over. He got murdered.
Okay.
But the guy that was the third party candidate was George Wallace. He won the entire Bible Belt, like all those southern states. His only platform that he had was maintaining segregation. That was his whole entire platform was we are going to keep it separate.
Whoa.
And that was the last candidate in America's history to be able to win third party states, several. And it was all on the basis of
That's a
racism,
lot of support.
basically. That's a lot of support. And that being said, people hear that and they're just like, oh my God, that's crazy. People don't realize how often like these racist ass laws that you see in places like Alabama and Mississippi and like the red zoning that goes on and how Jackson, Mississippi didn't have water and all that kind of stuff. All that stuff that's nefarious, all of it would be happening more often everywhere in America if all the states of America had the same exact population demographics as the states that are the Bible Belts. When you have a state where the majority population is black, you're going to make laws so that you can feel like we need to maintain power a little bit here. You know, like we got to make sure we keep order.
And it's like densely populated because there's like slow populated states that are white that
don't have the number. Yeah.
That still have. It's not ideal, probably living there.
Yeah, but yeah. So George Wallace, one of the most racist candidates of like recent history, was the last third-party candidate.
You know, it was a comedian, George Wallace. That's who I was.
Oh, really?
Like,
oh,
like,
no,
wait.
yeah. He was the one that like they had to send the National Guard down to Arkansas. I want to say.
Was he a KKK guy?
I'm sure he was, but I don't know for sure. But he
probably
was
knew a few.
He was a governor though. But okay.
Support.
I appreciate you guys being on the
Thank
show.
you. This was a fun time.
Chad Dixon, Evan Lopez. Is there anything you guys want to plug while I have you here? Chad, you go first. Is there
When's it coming out?
It's coming out on Sunday.
It doesn't matter. Chad Dixon Comedy.
Chad Dixon Comedy. Is that your Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay, Chad Dixon Comedy. Check him out there.
I am Evan Lopez on all platforms.
And it's literally I am Evan Lopez.
And TikTok soon.
Okay. You're getting TikTok?
You're going that girl's got 18 million fucking views. She sucks.
Whoa.
So I might as well just post something.
Yeah, dude. I want to out some
I could get 0 laughs for 2 minutes and just post it and just berate the audience.
Oh, man. So, again, I appreciate you guys doing the first episode that I've done in about 14 months. Glad to be creating again. This has been Tidbits and Randomness. I'm Winston Dean. Looking forward to having you guys continue to watch the show going forward. Thank you for tuning in.